Okay, good morning everybody. It's Mike. Thanks for jumping on with me today. Welcome to a new month and a new week. This week we're going to talk about the different forms of marketing that are out there available to you. Primarily the difference between active and passive marketing. You know, for last month, the month of April, we spent the whole month talking about listings. Where do listings come from and why are they so important? Because in this business, the old saying, which is true, is you need to list to last. That's right. I hope you gain some insight. I hope you're taking some actions because, right, that's what we spent the whole month of April trying to prove, which is listings come not from some deep, dark, mysterious place or some gimmick or something, some ad that you buy. Listings come from the actions we take each and every day. Simply don't take the actions, you won't have any listings. And then you will be condemned to a buyer side strategy for the rest of your career. And you are going to outwork and underproduce so many other agents. And you're going to feel frustrated and you're going to feel indignant. And you're going to think, I'm just as good as them. Why are they selling more homes for me? Why are they at home with their family on the weekends? And I'm out showing houses. It's real simple. We just spent the whole month proving it. The reason why, don't be a victim. You're not a victim. You chose it. The reason why is because they're willing to get the actions done every day and you weren't. And that's why. And they have listings. It's why you're out showing their homes and they're home with their families. And if you don't like that, I'm right there with you. I want you not to like it. Then let's just get our actions done every day. And we spent the whole month focusing on this so you would not be able to say, well, if I only knew what to do. I just don't know what to do. Now, you can't say that anymore. You just can't say that. Now, when you're getting your actions done every day, there's two categories that these will fall into. One is active. Active marketing means you can control the number of people you touch. It's just simply that straightforward. If I use my phone and I say that I'm going to make a certain number of contacts today, I can control that. I can just simply keep dialing people until I reach my number of contacts. If I say I want to make contact with 5 for sale by owners today, that's a very active marketing program. I can pick up the phone and I can keep dialing them until I do reach it. I have total control over that. Make sense? Okay. Passive's pretty much just the opposite. Passive means I am taking action, but I can't control the results. An example of that might be a mailing. I could send out, let's just use a broad number. I could send out a 500 person mailing, right, to 500 homes. I can't control who sees it. I can't control whether the teenagers get the mail, consider my piece of mail junk and throw it away before mom and dad even get home. I can't control that. I can't control who doesn't look at it all. I can't control whether the mailman delivers it to the right address. Is an example of passive marketing. Social media would be another example of passive marketing. I can create very clever and engaging posts. I just can't control who and how many see it. Well, you think you can because you have all these connections on your social media site. Well, then that's because you would buy into the fantasy that everything you put out there, everybody's getting. And that's not true. It's under 25% of your connections are even receiving your content. And now they have to be engaged themselves on that social media platform and they have to be paying attention. So you might have put a very clever Facebook post out there, but if I'm not on Facebook this week, I guess I'm not going to see it, am I? So it's passive. You can't control the contact or response rate to it. That is not to say that one is superior to another. It's not. One could be more appropriate than another. It depends on which group of people you're trying to make contact with. So let me give you an example. For sale by owners, okay, I watch way too many agents using a passive contact strategy with for sale by owners. So they send them something in the mail, or they send them a text, or they've got some newsletter or some social media group page that they're trying to send to them. That's a passive strategy with an audience that requires an active strategy. Watch, the reverse could be equally as wrong. If I used a social group, let's say the people at my church, but plug whatever social group you want to into it. But if I just plug church into that line item social group, and I use an active strategy, it might look something like this. If you and I attend the same church, it might be Sunday night and I'm calling you and you answer the phone and I say, hey, it's Mike Prewett from Century 21. I'm just calling to see if you've thought about making a move this year. And you would say, Mike from church? I'm like, yeah, just wondering if you and your wife have thought about making a move this year. And it would be very natural for you at that point to go, Mike, why are you talking to me like this? I thought we were friends, right? So because sometimes we get our strategies mixed up, we get a right strategy with the wrong group of people, it feels wrong, and then you don't want to do it. Well, I don't want you cold calling people from church, or cold calling people from your neighborhood or from your kid's sports team. That's creepy. Why would you do that? So you use passive marketing with social groups, people like your sphere of influence, your family and friends, clubs, organizations that you're a part of. You use active marketing with unmets, people you don't know, you haven't met, you don't have a social connection to. Then active marketing is very appropriate and effective. If you use one with the other, you're going to freak people out. It's going to feel wrong to you and it's going to feel very wrong to them. You're going to slime them. So don't slime them. Folks, two key kinds of marketing. Now I want you to stay with me this week because we're going to dive into a very specific strategy with both. Okay? So passive and active, and which groups they're appropriate for. And by doing this, we will generate our listing inventory and we will go out there and make it happen for ourselves each day.